switch this over to here. All right. So we're gonna get this started. This is my second favorite anime of all time. Another wonderful piece of work from Togarashi here. So you see all these characters down here. We're gonna be ranking these guys based off of strength. Some I will talk about at length. Some I'll be like whatever. Um, they have characters like this guy. I don't even know if they're gonna know about that guy. Anyway, we're gonna get into it. This is Adult Gung. He automatically goes right here. Right here. Uh, I would argue the strongest character that we get a possibility, like a possible chance to see in the series. Um, Even Pito stated that with his strength, his fangs would reach the king, and the king. This is like pre Rosemary, but even still, like, bruh, who's gonna do anything with him at his peak? Like what we got to see. That I don't think there's anybody in the verse that we've seen, even all the way up into the arc that we're currently on, the Succession War. I still don't think that there's anybody close. This is a hard one because this is Chimera Ant Kite, and she, whatever this is, does not have feats. Which I'm like really big on feats when it comes to ranking the character strength. But if we can surmise what he was beforehand, and then give him like the buff of what a Chimera Ant is, I would probably safely put him here. I would think. I don't know if the Nin ability would be different, but just like strength alone, like we just went off feats and how strong he was prior to becoming a Chimera Ant into this, it's he's obviously going to be really strong. Um, Beyond is another one that's kind of hard to rank. We do know that he went to the new continent and survived and came back and is still alive because he's on the Succession War boat. Not only that, he has a very broad knowledge of Nin. He's put curses on his children that are attached to the princes on the Succession War boat. Spoilers, by the way, I'm just gonna say this now. If you haven't read the Succession War, there's a lot to read. But spoilers. Okay. So yeah, he's got curses on all of his children, which so happen to be guards. Like most of them are just guards for the Kakian Empire on this boat, which is kind of insane. And he's Netero's son. He's another one like we don't have feats for, but I would probably put here. Like I'd put him above Kite more than likely. This is just where I would rank him personally. Bisky. I don't think we ever get to really see her full power, which is insane because we got to see her one shot like two different people. One of them like was on the weaker side because she ranked Benolt as a D if he would be a card, which is insanely low. Um, but we also got to see her like one shot one of the bombers like easily, easily. Like it wasn't even close. I will put her. I kind of want to put her here. And if I'm putting her here, maybe we move Kite down later. I don't know, just because he's like featless as far as like the Chimera Ant version, so we kind of have to put him like right here. But I'll put Bisky at S, like firmly there. Um, this guy Bonelov, Bonelov, however you say his name. I We don't get to see a lot of this guy. What we do see is like semi impressive. He makes that Jupiter, which made like a huge crater in the area that they were in when he was fighting that Chimera Ant, and he didn't one shot it, but he might as well have. I don't want to put him in S tier. I think he's kind of like mid Phantom Troop kind of guy. I'll put him in A because I feel like all the Phantom Troop members are gonna be like here and up. Personally, I could be wrong. I think this is Prince Camilla. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. I think this is Prince Camilla. She's the second prince of the Cockine Empire. The oldest daughter, second oldest child in general. She's one of two princes that knew Nin before they got on the ship. And the first prince he's like the leader of the military basically for them, and so he automatically has like military might behind him. What she has done is she has taken like basically all the poor people and made them into what she calls have-nots, and they have curses on them. They're able to kill the other princes with said power, and her Nin ability allows her, when she dies, to kill the person that killed her and use their life force to come back to life. That in and of itself is a strong ability, but her strength in general, like we don't get to see her like actually fight. Her Nin ability is strong though. I kind of just want to put her here. Just because we don't get to see her fight. Her Nin ability, like if I was judging just based off her Nin ability, she'd probably be like here somewhere. But we don't get to see enough of her for me to put her any higher than this. Let me make sure. Okay, my mic is working. I had to make sure because last time we went like 15 minutes, my mic wasn't working. This is Chi2. God, all these, it's crazy because like I feel like all the Chimera ants are strong too. And I don't want to put them too low. So I'm just gonna judge this based off like the last character that I did. Like her ability is super strong. Chi2 is strong, but like he's really stupid. I want to put him like here. Honestly, like he'll be the first one in B. Because he just had no idea what it was that he really wanted to do in terms of like Nin or his abilities. His biggest strength was probably his speed. Outside of that, he doesn't have a whole lot. When he fought Knuckle and Moral, he couldn't really do like a lot of damage. He was just really fast. He could run around and like play keep away basically. This guy, I'm putting this guy easily up here somewhere. I want to put him here. Honestly, I probably will. I think I'll put him here just because I believe in his strength. He's even developed new abilities since the first time we saw him, and the first time we get to see him like actually fight, not even seriously, because Zeno said he wasn't taking him serious. But the first time we actually get to see him like try at all, he was fighting the two Zoldycks, like the top of the family of Zoldycks, and he was like holding his own against two of them. So that says a lot in and of itself. And then like his ability is crazy. There are a lot of like requirements in order to activate said ability, but he can basically just take your shit. He's the leader of a group of thieves, and his ability is that's mine. That's what his ability is. It's called that's mine. And he gets to take it, and it used to be he had to hold his book open in order to use said ability. Now this motherfucker's so smart, he done went to the library and bought himself a bookmark. So he could put a bookmark in that motherfucker and use it with the book closed. That's a problem, gang. Like, he's a problem. Hisoka is easily my favorite character in the series. I'm gonna rank him close to Crollo. See, Beyond's such a weird character. Like, I don't know where to put him if he's like above or below. Just based off feats, I have to put him above. I'm gonna leave him behind just because like he's kind of featless outside of like coming back from the Dark Continent. That's like his greatest feat is coming back from there. But Hisoka, extremely strong. His Nin ability is super flexible. And this guy, I'm not gonna say he needed help to beat him, but he had help, and he used it. And Hisoka figured out like how his ability operated, and went and killed the two troop members whose abilities he borrowed. So, you know, take his strength with a grain of salt. Like, these two are probably closer than what you would think they are. But they're both pretty good. Who is this? I can't tell who this is. Is this Dawn Freaks? I feel like this is Dawn Freaks, but like we know nothing about this guy other than the fact that he's like basically traveling the Dark Continent and writing a book about it, if that's who this is. I can't really tell who this is, but if it is Dawn Freaks, like if I just had to rank Dawn Freaks based off of like portrayal and lore, he would definitely be in this rank right here. Because like you're just surviving the Dark Continent, like you're walking around and writing a book, and also like that would be his grandfather, you know. But take this ranking with a grain of salt. We don't know a lot about him. I'm just gonna put him there based off portrayal and lore. Um, these guys are all kind of weird, bro. Because Hisoka gave some of them ratings and rankings, and some of them he didn't. I think this guy is one of the ones where he didn't. This is Dragon, I think this guy was. I'm kind of gonna put all of those guys somewhere around this tier. I would like probably put him above him because I don't think Hisoka has the respect for Vanilla that he does for this guy, more than likely. Um. So yeah, most of these guys are gonna be like firmly in the A tier, more than likely. Phaeton. Phaeton. So like regular Phaeton is probably like here somewhere, and then like when you piss him off, he's like here somewhere. Is what I feel like, because once you see like his, I'm gonna put him below Kite just because like the Chimera Ant that I'm not gonna say he struggled against, but like he was having a little bit of trouble with, was probably weaker than Kite. It was just a captain, so there's not a whole lot to talk about here. We don't know a lot about him, um, other than the fact that like the more he fights, the more used to his opponent he gets, the more he kind of like shakes the rust off and whatnot. So, and then his ability, like Pain Packer, he creates a literal sun. Like he's not even Escanor, no Escanor shit. He creates a sun and throws it, and all the other troop members had to leave the area. Like I don't know what the radius was on it, but he made a little sun basically. And if you were within this AOE, you were literally cooked. Like you were fried. It was over with for you. Bryson, can you turn it down for me, please? Bryson, you turn that down for me, please? Thank you. No, don't turn it off. I need that. All right. Genthru. Genthru was strong for his time. Honestly, would I put him at like the strength of like a Banilov? Do I think he could have? I think he could have beat that ant for sure. Um, I'll put him in a solid A. Gon was able to beat him, but it was like super planned out. Like Gon had Batman prep time to beat this guy. Uh, his ability is strong. The one countdown is like just a little bit too convoluted and takes way too long in order to do. But Little Flower is solid. And like his Nin skills in general, like his control in Nin was pretty good. Jing. He has been stated to be top 5 hunters in the world by the chairman. I would like put him here somewhere. I'm gonna put him right there. Cause like this guy, like I said, he's probably one of the strongest characters we've seen in the series. Regular Gon. Regular Gon, I'm willing to put at the top of B. Because I think he beats Cheetu. Like, you know, before, I say by end of series, but this is like considering him before he loses his men. Okay, so like up until the point where he fought Pito, like his level there, I feel like he's above Cheetu, but also I still don't feel like he's good enough to beat Genthru in like a straight 1v1. That's kind of how I feel about him. Also, he's like top 3 MCs, and he's probably not 3 for me. I love this kid. Goto. Goto's another really good one. I kind of like his shit too. I want to say he's an enhancer if I'm not mistaken, because he's just like, bro, he's throwing bands but metal. Like he's just flicking coins at you and fucking shit up. Strength wise, somewhere around here. It's hard to gauge if he's stronger or weaker than Genthru, just because like the only showing that he had, the only person he fought against was this guy. And you see where I have him at. Like he's up here. So are these two different Hisokas? So is this like manga current Hisoka? Because they're gonna be the same. It's literally the same guy. Like not a lot changes between like as far as his strength. I think he's just from the time we see him at the beginning and like manga current, I think he's just been this strong the whole time. Like so at the beginning of the series, he's been wanting to fight Krollo since the beginning of the series. He just likes fighting strong guys. He's kind of like Goku in that way, except like a little bit more perverted and twisted and demented. He just wants a good fight. That's what turns him on. That's what gets him on. So like I think that from the beginning to the end, he's just been that strong. That's how I feel about Hisoka. Illumi, so Hisoka ranked him a 95. He was the highest out of the people that we saw him like give points to out of anybody. I want to say these two are like really close. I don't know if he like measures 100 to himself. If I had to take a guesstimate, I would think that like he would put himself on like the 100 points, right? So if Illumi is 95, he's like right there with him in contention. Just my opinion. Kaluto, she's on like the weaker end of the troop. I would say she's probably stronger than the Butlers. I would also say I don't think she's as strong as this guy. Bonella Love. I don't know how to say his name. I was gonna keep calling him this guy. So I don't think she's as strong as him. But she was strong enough to make it to the troop. I would still probably put her over Goto, unfortunately. This guy, we got to see him fight Hisoka. Is another character I feel like is he's probably like Genthru-ish level, somewhere around there. If I had to go through what he was able to do, I think he would beat Genthru in a fight. Do I think he would beat Goto in a fight? No, I don't think so. I think what Goto was doing is too versatile to be. But I feel like Hisoka had an easier time beating Goto than he did Castro. But he was like playing with Castro like super hard too. So I'm gonna leave it like this for now. Killua. This version of Killua. This version of Killua, I think, is like here. Maybe even here. Honestly, I'd probably put Killua here. Killua's strength is like so underrated, I feel like, towards the end of the series. Like once he finally like lets go of the shit that was going on in his head. Because he's definitely stronger than I don't want to call Kaluto a boy or a girl. I don't remember what they are. But he's stronger than this younger sibling I think Kaluto's older than him. I feel like Killua's the youngest. Either way, I think Killua's stronger than his sibling here. I think he's stronger than Goto by this point. I think he could beat the dog shit out of Castro and he would dog walk Genthru. That's my opinion on this. Killua is like, is he top 10 in the series? At that point in time, like from what we know, like who do we know about at that point in the series? We know about Bisky. I still think Bisky's strong. We don't know about this guy yet. At this point in the series, like out of the people we know, he's probably like top 15. Maybe. Well, I don't know. There are 10 troop members. 13 troop. Ooh, excuse me. There are 13 troop members. Yeah, no, he's not top 15, but still, like y'all get my point. Like he's up there. Kite. It's kind of wild because like what we saw out of him, I'd probably put him like around here somewhere. Like quite literally, Kite out of what we saw was like probably a top 3 hunter that we got to see fight. I'm gonna put him under Krollo just because of like what I know he's capable of. But this version of Kite, which is crazy because I know that y'all see the Chimera Ant version down here. Don't mind that. Just know that I feel like he'd be like right here. This guy might be stronger than this guy. Who knows? He's just featless. It's hard for me to like rank him any higher based off of like not having feet. So he's only here because of how strong this version was. This version of Kite was insane, like crazy strong. Uh, this guy was strong, but he really went out bad. I would put him like somewhere around here. Like he's either here or here. I feel like because like his ability was crazy, but he got super scared by the ants. If he didn't like act like a little bitch at the end, like he really could have showed up. Honestly, his ability was kind of crazy. Knuckle, I love Knuckle. I would rank Knuckle. I still think he's ahead of Killua. Honestly, uh, Knuckle super strong. Like I feel like he's a lot stronger than people think because he was taking on. This is before Godspeed, and you know this is before Gon. I don't even know if Gon got a power up. I think like his determination just went up after like they went through this little arc with him. But he was fighting him and him at the same time, and he was not trying. And then when he did try with him, Gon had APR on his shoulder for a month. So like, I would put him above all of these people. Like, he definitely beats Killua. Now Godspeed, he was going to get some hits off, but the way his defense and his nin mastery is set up is just too good. This guy I don't think is very strong. He has his uses. I'll honestly put him down here. He has his uses. He has good abilities. He obviously, I said none of the troop would be below A. I lied. He has to be like some sort of strong just to be in the Phantom Troop, but I think his usefulness is in his nin ability, honestly. Kurapika. I am willing to put Kurapika like up here. Like up here. Like I'm willing to put Kurapika up here. His shit insane. We get to see him fight the strongest enhancer we get the opportunity to see in the series outside of him and like low diff the fuck out of him. He brought a shovel to that fight. And that is physically the strongest person in the Phantom Troop, which means if he gets chain jail on any of the Phantom Troop, like anybody you see up under him, even when Hisoka was a Phantom Troop member, if he gets it on Crollo's ahead of him, all right? I'll still keep Crollo up here. But if he gets chain jail on him, it's wraps. They can't do anything. They can't do anything about this guy. The original Sharingan, by the way. Leo's ahead of Chitu. He loses the moral. I think he's just a captain. I feel like he would probably shit. Like here. Cause we got to see her fight. Like, I don't know. She might be able to she whatever it is. Kaluto might be able to beat him. I got you, buddy. Give me just a moment, chat. I'm about to get some milk for my son. Come here. Come on. Come. You want some milk? Sorry, guys, I'm back. All right, now we get to see Phaeton fight a Chimera Ant Captain. Honestly, dog, I feel like Bisky might be here. Like, Bisky is probably strong as fuck. I'm like, we can put Phaeton there because I think Bisky beats Phaeton up. Honestly, she just can't let him get into Pain Packer mode. Now, in this fight with Moro, do I think that he can beat this guy or her? Does he beat Killua? He lost to Moro. Moro probably would have lost to this guy if it wasn't for like his insane lung capacity. But it was that specific ability. God, dude. I kind of want to put him like, no, because I feel like he will beat the dog shit out of him. Maybe here. I think this is a good spot for him. I can't remember who this is, dog. He's old as fuck. I'm gonna put him down here just because I literally I cannot remember who he is. I cannot for the life of me. Um, I think she's probably one of the stronger members of the troop. If I had to take a guess, I would probably put her like up here. I feel like she's the only other one that Hisoka was genuinely like interested in outside of Crollo. So I think she's like on the higher end of the strength of the Phantom Troop. If I had to take a guess, um, y'all aren't gonna know about this guy. This is a Zoldyck clan member. A lot of people think this guy and this guy are the same person, which they very well may be, and just like based off of tips and things that we know, we can put them in the same spot. I don't. I'm gonna be like, not enough info. Like, we know that these two, even if they're the same person, we know that they're strong. Is because this is another person that went to the Dark Continent and was able to come back. But we just don't know. Like, we don't have enough info about how that came to be in order for me to put them in a solid spot. I see a referee down here, dog. There's no shot. You're going right here. Um, all these Zodiacs are gonna be hard to rank, dude. Merwin. He is up here. You could argue him here or here, and there is not another spot for him. If this is like Rose Merwin, he's here. Like, for sure, he is right here. Strongest character in the series. Pre-Rose, which I'm assuming what this is, we're gonna put him here. Because Pito thinks that this person is gone. She said his fangs could reach the king, which in my mind says that he's probably stronger than the king. Moral, very strong. Very, very strong. I would probably put him up here somewhere. Like, I think he's a solid S+, honestly. We have more feats for him than Bisky. I will say I do think Bisky is stronger, but the versatility of his Nin ability and what he's able to accomplish wants me to put him at the top of S+. Again, like, this is, y'all got to take this right here with a grain of salt, because I just have to go based off of info and the fact that he's Netero's son. Like, that's pretty much what we're going based off of here. Aluka. Here's the thing about Aluka. Her, or Nanaki, I think is what her name is. This thing from the Dark Continent. She's not necessarily strong, but her Nin ability is broken. She's one of the calamities that got brought back from the Dark Continent. Based off of her ability, we have to put her like up here. I don't even know if this thing can be killed. Keel is the only one that knows how these wishes operate without like deleting half the population. But she kind of has to be right here. If it's like a fight and she can't do anything, these two, like, everybody here like overtakes her. But if it's a wish and like Nin ability, she has to be here. She's a calamity from the Dark Continent. There's another way around it. This guy, another one. He's going up here. He was probably stronger than Jing. Probably weaker than Meryl, obviously, because like Meryl fucked him up. If this is who I think it is, I feel like he has to be like ahead. But again, this is all, you know, we don't know a lot about everybody. Nobunaga, we haven't seen enough of him for me to rank him accurately. If I had to take a guess of where I think he is, I would put him up here somewhere. Like, maybe even up here somewhere. I feel like he's very strong. We haven't seen enough. Like, even in the manga, we just haven't seen enough for me to put him anywhere. Pariston. Pariston's a weird one. Because I feel like this is what makes him strong. It's not like a fighting thing with Pariston, but he obviously has to be good. He's another one of the Zodiac members. Um, Here's the thing: he's kind of always been Jing's rival. If I had to take a gander about where he'd be, I'll put him here. So I'm gonna put all the people with like not enough info. Let me put people I like we know about but we don't know about. They're gonna go down there. Um, it again. I'm guessing here too, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I would probably put him here because these two have always been rivals at the very least intellectually. For him to be the way he is, he has to be strong. You can't be this big of a dickhead and be weak. All right, this guy, he's like the worst version of Uvo, I guess. So if I had to put him somewhere, do I think that he's like beating up Knuckle? I kind of don't. Kind of feel like Knuckle could fuck him up. Not gonna lie. So I'm gonna put him right there. Pito, she is top tier like a motherfucker. I think Prolo beats her. Kite obviously didn't, so she has to be up here. Kite was distracted. That being said, I'll put her here. Honestly, just because like we haven't seen him fight anybody that's like this strong. Like because the Royal Guard were such an overwhelming force that they had to call in this motherfucker to like deal with them. Yeah, this guy. We'll slot him in right down here. Super weak. You go down here above the referee lady. Shiapoof. I think he's weaker, like, combatively than Pito. Like, I think he'd probably lose to Kite. I think he'd probably lose to Hisoka. I think he'd lose to Illumi. Bruh. Kilo was kind of fucking him up a little bit, too. If I had to put Poof somewhere, I'll put him ahead of Moro just because of, like, the little battle they had, and Poof, like, beat him intellectually. So, like, this is kind of where, like, I'll put Poof. This guy, he's, like, down here, probably. Let's put him at the back of B for right now, because he obviously wasn't a captain. He was the first ant to, like, learn Nin. If you want to call it that. Ooh, Razor. Razor's a good one to, like, kind of think about. I think he's stronger than all of these people. I think he's probably stronger than all of these people. Do I think he's stronger than Kite? Dog, I'm gonna keep it a buck. That dodgeball game was coded. I think he's stronger than Kite. Like, could you imagine fighting a guy that can conjure like 12 other dudes to jump you? Like being that strong with while like outputting his nin? Like, I don't. I feel like even like right now, I feel like I'm underestimating how strong this guy actually is. Because his natural affinity has to be a conjurer, right? Because he conjures all of those nin dolls in order to play the dodgeball game. He also has to be able to manipulate them to be able to control them in order to play this game. And then the way that he was throwing that ball with that much nin in it, that's an enhancer ability. And he's got solid mastery over all three. I'm gonna put him right here. He gets killed by Hisoka while he doesn't have his ability. Shonlark, I kind of want to put like. I think Kiwa's beating his ass, bro. Maybe. I think Kiwa might beat his ass in Godspeed. I'm not gonna cap. Shoot. Shoot. Honestly, he fought Yuppie for a minute, dude. I'll probably like put him here. I think he's definitely ahead of him for sure. All right, Zeno is another one where like I feel like I have to kind of put up here somewhere. So like if I had to take a guess, I would put him like right behind Netero. Honestly, I think these two are like pretty close. This is Siren Dick. If for those of you who don't read the manga, he is the fourth prince He did not know Nin before they got on the boat. He started learning Nin when they got on the boat, and he mastered the basics of Nin in a week. He's a genius. He has a potential to be one of the strongest Nin users in the series. His ability is super convoluted. It's hard to explain how it works, and it's also hard to understand once you know how it works. It's basically like if you watch Bleach and you know what the Almighty is, it's kind of like that, but in an inability. Uvo was stated to be physically the strongest. That doesn't mean he is the strongest one, but I would put him. I almost want to put him here because like enhancers have a lot over a lot of other people, just because like they're super balanced. This guy is hard to rank because I feel like he's probably really fucking strong, but he's feetless. That's the issue. If I had to take a gander about where I thought he was, I'd probably put him like here somewhere. Like I feel like if he were to fight like any of these people in a tier above, even 2 tiers above, like all the way up to moral, I feel like he could probably like put up a really good fight. To be honest, this is Prime Netero. Prime Netero is probably like here somewhere. Honestly, I still got to put him below Meron. Prime Netero is like here. Yuppie. Yuppie was a monster. I will put him. Dog. I have a lot of respect for Crollo and his abilities, but I think like these two combatively have to be here. Shy Poop was like more like the intelligence of like that group of ants. Like he is very strong in his own way, but like combative. I'm like thinking about combative here. These two were definitely like a cut above. Oh, this guy. This guy gets off by Kite. I'd still put. He is a captain. I'd put him like here probably. Maybe even somewhere through here, but like I feel like Gon could dust his shit too, so I'm gonna leave him right there. Her, she loses to Phaeton. These two are probably like very similar in strength. You guys are probably all thinking, "Oh, you think all these people up here could beat Chimera Ant captains?" Yes, I do. I think all of them could fuck these two up. These three rather, because these three are all captains in the Chimera Ant army. I think like everybody here probably just. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy for everybody, but they're winning. This guy, Silva. Silva has to be up here somewhere. I don't know where he falls within these three, but he is in this range of strength, in my opinion. Shit, dude. I kind of want to put him like here. Honestly, that's like where I think he is. Zushi, he's on his way. He's not there yet. I will put him above Paco and below Cortopi. Home. Home is like probably fucking here, I guess. My bad. She's probably here. I put her right there. I still think Gon's probably stronger than her. And like all the I think that's a good slot for her. Alright. There's one of Kurapika's people. His inability is Haiku. Another guy is hard to like rank in terms of strength, and we don't see a lot of him. If I had to guess, I think. See, Camilla's such a hard one, dog, because her inability is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to rank him, where does he fit in? Where does he slot in with all these people? Maybe like around here. I think I'm willing to put him ahead of Genfru, but below. Maybe not even ahead of Genfru. I'll put him like here. Does Gon beat his ass? I don't know. We haven't seen enough. But, you know, if you're mad, tell me about it in the comments, dude. This guy, I feel like he's probably above Zushi because, like, Gon and Q were both stronger than him at the point where they fought this guy. And they were struggling. Like, they were struggling at first, so I would put him, like, here. I still don't think he was beating a Phantom Troop member, but this guy, dog shit. He dog water dog. We don't even know who you know what happened with him. Now this guy, I would probably put here. I don't think I want to put a Chimera Ant below these three, but I think Cortopia could probably beat him. This guy almost useless. This Butler, uh, stronger than Zushi, probably stronger than Binolt. Probably. I'll put her like here. I think that's solid. Dwoon, this is another weird one, bro, because we don't know if he's strong or if he just like has super good mastery over like the Nin that he's able to use. I'm just gonna put him down here, bro. He's a goofy. You gotta put him down there. If I had to guess how strong Hanzo is, like if I had to take a gander, I would probably put him somewhere around here with these guys. But you gotta look at this list though. Like from here, like from shit. Let me think. Like from here up is basically monsters, dude. Like there's just monsters littered within this list. Sorry, bud. You're going down here somewhere. I'll probably put you below this guy. Nah, I can't. I can't put you below these people. Probably like here. And then you're probably like here or some shit. This is Kurapika's trainer. I'm probably gonna like rank him around this level here. He's basically Ryu from Street Fighter. Like he carries the same bag and everything. He's the same guy. He just doesn't do Hadouken. Like that's the only thing I didn't see this guy do. All right, let me see. Your dog water. I think he would have beat this guy up, maybe. He would have one shot both of them. I'll put him here. Fuck him. There's another one. I'm just gonna put like all these Greed Island people just because like I don't think these are combatants for real. So I'll put him around here. I'm putting him ahead of him because he's more well groomed. This guy is not strong, but his Nin ability is very strong. So I'm gonna put him like here. I don't think Melody's strong either, but another one with like a good Nin ability. So like right here, I think it's solid. Her, she's weak as shit. However, she can see the future. She's like Raven. Okay, so this is from a movie. This is Killua's brethren. He is a Kurta clan member. I don't remember how this shit went. But like he obviously got murdered. So we're gonna put him here. Another one where I feel like her Nin ability was more useful than like what she was really able to do. I think this is solid for her right here, though, as far as being a combatant. Regular Palm has to be below that Palm. And I'll also put her below a lot of these people. I'll probably put her like shit here. I think that's probably a good spot. Almost done with the list, guys. Bear with me. This guy was a trash can, but he's better than Paco. I think he beats up Zushi. I think he beats up Binolt. I think he beats up this guy. Where do I think he stops is the question. Like, does he stop here? I think he stops here probably. I think Cortopi beats him handily. These guys were dog shit. They were supposed to be strong. They were like the 10 shadows or whatever for the Dons, and they just got mollywopped by the Phantom Troop. Like it's hard to say they aren't strong, but the only time we get to see them is when they get their shit pushed in. If I had to take a gander, it's probably like around here somewhere, maybe. Maybe here. I can't put them ahead of any other troop. I'll put them there. These dudes were dog shit. I'll put them above you, but below everyone else. All three of you. You're obviously the weakest one. This guy got so scared, he just fucking quit. She's a little bit better of a combatant. I think she could beat Genthru. Does she beat him? Maybe. She's like around this level, I think. Yeah, I'll put her like ahead of Genthru and below Castro. I think that's solid. You're weak as fuck. I'm gonna put you. Honestly, I think Paco beats your shit in. But does Zushi beat his shit? And that's the question. Matter of fact, Paco's probably ahead of Zushi. I think I need to like bring Zushi down here somewhere. Just because like he's not fully developed. I think it's unfair. These guys got their shit pushed in, but it was also like Bisky and Killua fighting them. So I think they're like ahead of these guys, obviously. Are they ahead of these guys? I might put them like. We don't really get to see what they can do, but I'll probably. Nope, wrong spot. Probably put them up here. I think that's solid for them. Tezagara. Bro, he's supposed to be a 1-star hunter, but he's kind of dog shit, to be honest. Master Butler. I don't really know how strong she is, but if I had to guess, she'd probably be up here somewhere. We don't ever get to see her fight. We just know like she's got a lot of time in. You know what I'm saying? Like she's an old lady. This guy was kind of weak, Welfin, but he was another one where his inability was kind of scary. So we know Ikago was scared of him, but at the same time, Ikago also like kind of pushed his shit in a little bit. It's hard for me to rank like any Chimera Ant below anybody. Welfin was so scary. Like I probably will put him here. Because, like, Ikago beat him. But do we move Ikago up? Is that, like, Ikago upscale? Because I don't want to put Chimera Ants below people I feel like they can beat. We probably do, like, this. I think it's this. Yeah, I think we push these guys up. I think that's upscale. You're another one where you just kind of gotta, like, be in a spot. Honestly, all these... yeah. I don't even know about this, but I think all the Chimera Ants are ahead of like a lot of people on this list. It's hard to rank this guy. I don't know how strong he is. We just get to see him blast a bunch of people away. If I had to take a gander, he's probably like somewhere around here, like between these three. Just because of like feats wise, I'll put him below Knuckle. I'll still scale him above Killua. This guy's another dog shit ass character. They have to like go here. But he's probably like here. That's probably a ranking for those guys. Another Zodiac member, dude. I don't like ranking these guys. Hisoka gave him a 90 on his scorecard. So like he has to be strong. So like if say Ilumi's 95, right? If this guy's a 90, do we just take him down 5 slots? We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we put him here? Is he this strong? Like we don't know what he could do. Like what's Biscuit's rating? That's what I'm saying. All these guys could be 94s. If I had to take a guess, he'd probably be somewhere around here. Just because we just don't know a lot. Tiger was ranked 85. So, like, based off of that, maybe somewhere around here. And maybe these two swap or some shit. Like, maybe we do this. Maybe this. But, like, Dragon's probably ahead of... What was this guy? This guy Goat or Boar or something? Can't remember. Leorio has not been shown to be very strong yet. I don't think he's ahead of Gon. I don't think he's ahead of Bomb. I don't think he's ahead of a lot of Chimera Ants. However, I think I can solidly put him right here. Because, like, these are, like, maybe, yeah, these are pretty much nobody Chimera Ants, to be real with you. Alright, now this guy is still in the story. I'm not sure how strong he is, but again, I feel like the Zodiacs kind of have to be strong. So, like, I'd probably put him around here somewhere. Monkey, this is the trader. So, like, he's probably somewhere in here. And this is Rat. Again, I'm just going to put all the Zodiacs right here. They've got to be somewhere, like, around this area in order to be anything at all. So, this is the list. If you have an issue with it, if you don't like anything that I said, if you disagree with anything, let me know down in the comments. Let me know in the chat. We're going to talk about things. But yeah, we appreciate you guys being here for the tier list. And now we're going to get into some Pokemon gaming.